Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and thanks for joining me on my live stream every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for joining me for the live Q&A from LA. So let's get going. Okay, so let me get my little chat window popped out here. And moved over to the side here. Alright, so I don't have any early birds this morning. So I'm just going to start for all of you who are watching this video after the fact. And I would like to thank all of you who watch this video after it's live. I have quite a few people that comment that they're watching this video the next day and sort of skimming through the dead spots and gaining something from what I've discussed the night before or the day before or whatever. So I appreciate all of you who watch my videos and my live streams, even when they're not live. So Arwa, Abdullah, hello. CryptoHead, hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to take questions today. First I'll cover a little bit of news. Let's see where we're at here. Let's go over to Brave. If you're not using Brave, I would recommend Brave. I am a member of their affiliate program, so I believe I've got an affiliate link in the description of the live stream. If you are considering using Brave, I would humbly ask you to use my affiliate link. So having said that, let's move on to the news of the day. I think the big one is that Bitcoin broke 7,000 this week. I mean, it's not a huge milestone, but it is kind of a psychological barrier, I suppose. You know, I always laugh when I read articles about how horrible Bitcoin is and how, you know, it's fallen off the face of the earth because it was 20,000 in December, and now it's hovering around 6, 7, or whatever. I do believe, and I might be wrong, that it is still up year over year. So in other words, at this time last year, Bitcoin was like 2,000 or 3,000. I'm not sure. We can look at the chart, but you know, the long-term outlook for Bitcoin is positive. So to compare Bitcoin to its, you know, frothy high of 20,000 in the end of December is a little misleading. All right, and so something that's near and dear to my heart. I lived in South Korea for a couple of years as an English teacher back in the mid 2000s or late 2000s, and just loved that place. Very tech savvy country, and one of their provinces in the eastern part of the country has now started, I believe, issuing its own cryptocurrency because there are several cities in that province were sort of issuing their own gift certificates, their own, I think they were digital. So people were buying and selling these digital gift certificates issued by these city governments, and so this province has decided to create their own cryptocurrency. Now they're not, you know, they're not selling Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. They've issued their own cryptocurrency, but that's a, you know, I feel that's kind of a milestone in a way. They may not be the exact first, but that's one of the stories that I ran across this week. Arwa, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Mine Ravencoin after the hard fork. Huh, that's interesting. Let's check that. Let's put that in the to-do list, so to speak. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. I'm doing all my housekeeping over here, huh? Let's see. New video ideas. So let's get that in there. We'll open that one up. You know, some of my best videos have been inspired by people that just ask me questions on my comments or on my live stream. Putting crypto on a hard wallet like Nano S or paper wallet. Now that's a really good question. We can talk about that. Let me hit one more piece of news that I thought was kind of interesting. Whoops, something weird happened. Oh, it was my mouse. Oh dear. I don't know why this mouse kind of quits on me sometimes. That's what you get when you buy a $100 gaming mouse, right? It's got its own personality. Let's see if I can get my mouse back. Well, while we're waiting for my mouse to recover from its... I think we may be close. Oh, I thought I saw it over there. Mouse, mouse, where are you? Alright. Let's try again. Anyway, while I'm playing with the mouse, why don't we talk about that question, which is safer... There we go. That usually comes up right before it reappears. Yeah. It's back. A paper wallet is a safe offline way to store your cryptocurrency. And then the Ledger Nano S is another way at what we would call offline storage. The private keys are stored on this device, and they're safe and secure. You can't get crypto out unless you press the buttons. So it's a hardware component to using crypto. Now, they're both safe. Now, this one has a little more usability, versatility. You can send and receive coins rather easily. But as far as security, I guess I could say that the paper wallet is the most secure. But you have to remember a couple of things. You know, paper burns. You can lose paper. You know, if your paper wallet is lost or misplaced, then it's not so safe, right? You know, so if you are going to go with the paper wallet solution, you might want to make sure that you have multiple copies, and you know you have them very safe where they're not going to be found, but safe enough to where you will be able to find them, and then store some off-site, like maybe put some in a friend or relative's house, you know, or with your lawyer in a safety deposit box, that sort of thing. So yeah, so the paper wallet is a little bit inconvenient. It's for long-term storage, so you can't really spend the crypto right off the paper. You usually need to, if you want to cash out the paper wallet, you generally are going to need to I don't know, there's import the private keys into a regular desktop wallet. Sweep, that's what they call it, sweep the keys. And I have several videos on paper wallets, if you're interested. Let's see if what comes up here when we... Yeah, I did a paper wallet on Cardano, an Ethereum paper wallet. That's kind of an old video. Litecoin stored on a paper wallet. How to cash out a paper wallet. Monero paper wallet. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies you can use paper wallets. And there went my... Oh. Bitcoin Cash paper wallet. So if you're interested in paper wallets, just do a search on my site page for paper, if you're interested. And then let's see, let's hit that last news story. Yahoo Finance is allowing people to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, which I think is really cool. I think the first story said Yahoo Finance allows this, but then it was discovered that the desktop version, which I think a lot of people use, it was not enabled. It's only available on the iOS app. But, you know, a lot of people browse the web on their phones. So it's really cool. I mean, Yahoo is a recognizable name, and the interesting thing about this is that there's a company that allows. They partnered with a company that allows this under the hood, right? Yahoo isn't really buying, the cryptocurrency in order to trade. They're using a different company, and that company is partnered with Coinbase. So under the hood, I think it's basically using Coinbase, but it is giving the experience, the outer experience to Yahoo Finance users, which I think is great. That's another one of the adoption things. And I'd like to, so you're all here, before I go through all the questions, I'd like to point out a recent comment by someone that saw my latest video. Let's see, my latest video was, whoops, sorry guys, where is this thing? Come on, Rex. Oh, it's on a different, sorry. How do I get to my page, right? Oh, I can do it from over here. You'd think I just started using YouTube, right? So the latest video, I don't have the newest one, huh? Let's just go to videos. All right, here we go. All right, so I did a video on, today I'm going to show, whoops, I did a video on, and it doesn't have a whole lot of views, but that's beside the point. But I did a video on instant exchanges, Changely and Shapeshift, and some of the online wallets use, I believe Exodus uses Shapeshift, I'm not sure, or Changely. These sites have been around for a long time. And people have been using them for years. It's not a scam site, okay? But there are people that have sour experiences with them, and I get that. But someone commented on one of my videos that they think I should delete the video, that I'm advertising a scam video, and I'm not. And another point I wanted to make is that I'm not I don't advertise. I do a lot of videos about certain subjects, cryptocurrency, coins. I do about different wallets, about Coinbase, Ledger Nano S, but none of them pay me. None of them approached me and said, hey, will you do a video about our product? I don't get paid by any of these people that I promote or demonstrate. I don't really promote, I just demonstrate. And I do I'm a member of several affiliate programs if I believe in the product. I'm affiliate for Coinbase, Binance, Ledger Nano S, a Brave browser. So I am a member of affiliate programs, but I don't advertise. So just want you to know, and I get requests. I get requests from people. They'll send me an email and they say, hey, will you promote our coin? Or, hey, will you promote our product? And if they approach me, I generally shy away from it. So just so you know, and I've been accused of promoting scams before. I did several videos on Litecoin Cash, and I was just inundated with scam alert people that were cursing me and telling me to delete my video because Litecoin Cash was a scam. It's a hard fork off of Litecoin. It's not a scam. It's a coin, but it's not like, it's worth like a cent right now. So much ado about nothing. All right, guys. So gotten that out of the way. All right. Okay, here's an interesting question. I would suggest you make about a video about if I had $50,000 or whatever, where would I invest and why? It's not a bad idea, but I'm not really a much of an advisor on what to buy. I try not to be. I give general advice on you know, staying in the top 10 or the top 20, but I'm more about how to than I am about what to buy. But that's not a bad idea. It probably would get a lot of hits, right? But you know, I look at it as, you know, during the gold rush in California, a lot of people went out looking for gold, right? And some people got rich, some people busted. But there were guys that were selling picks and axes and shovels, and they made money. Maybe not, you know, super rich, but they profited. And that's kind of why that's my niche. You know, I started this because I like teaching, and I felt a need that there were, you know, things that I wish I had when I started, how to with example. And also, you know, I started making some revenue as the channel grew, and so that's also part of the motivation. But I look at it as I'm selling you the tools. You know, what you do with the tools is up to you. But yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe I should do a video on that. If I had 50 grand, what would I do? Is there a way to see ERC20 tokens on the new Ledger Nano live? No, there's not. And you know, that's a glaring shortcoming of Ledger Live, that you cannot view your ERC20 tokens using Ledger Live. Now there are several. Let's go into this. There are several ERC20 tokens that are supported on Ledger Live, but you can't view them. Well, I mean, Ledger Live supports Ethereum, and your Ethereum address is where all of your ERC20 tokens live. You could have multiple Ethereum addresses, but the only way to view your ERC20 tokens that you have stored in the, not stored in the ledger, but stored in the Ethereum address whose private key lives on your ledger, is using MEW. And Ledger freely admits this. You know, if you go to the Ledger website and you know, you check out their support for different cryptocurrencies, if you look over here to crypto assets, they will freely admit that the best way to manage is with my Ether wallet, Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. But they don't even mention all the ERC20 tokens. I don't see any more. My crypto. But I think they do. I think they're they're working on BAT, which is a ERC20 token, which is not on there yet. But of course, they'll probably tell you that, you know, you'll have to use my Ether wallet to view your balance and send and receive. So yeah, it would be nice, but they don't. They don't support viewing your ERC20 tokens in accounts, right? Like you can your Ethereum. And I'm not too, I mean, I really like Ledger Live. I think it's a great leap forward in the way that you can manage your wallets and your balances and your transactions. But I'm not too crazy about their indicators here. Like the US dollar amount, you know, and it shows me that it's down. I really don't know where they're getting these figures from. I suspect that it's just what's in the wallet, which means, like, if I transfer, you know, 0.5 ETH into this wallet, they're gonna say, they're gonna have an up arrow saying the value of the wallet went up. Well, of course the value of the wallet went up. I put more Ethereum in there. You know, I don't think it's a very useful indicator. Now, if you just put your crypto in there and forget about it, then you could go check your portfolio, and okay, it makes sense that, the value has gone up or down because nothing else has changed. But it's not that helpful. It would be much easier, I would like it better if it would give me the chart of the coin and tell me if it went up or down, not the value of my wallet. But I don't know, maybe that was their design choice, I don't know. But no, you can't view ERC20 tokens using Ledger Live. Hello, Scott. Thank you. Scott, I have to thank you. I mean, every time I post a video, you throw up a comment. Almost, I think every video that I've posted since you started following me, you throw up a comment. And I really appreciate that. You know, that shows that you take, you know, a few minutes of your valuable time to, you know, at least check out the video and throw up a comment. I mean, that's really cool of you. I appreciate that. Bonnie Bean, if all exchanges shut down and you have your cryptos on your private wallet, what good use do you have, or how do you use your cryptos to gain equity? That is an excellent question. The original promise of Bitcoin was that I can get a hold of some Bitcoin and I would put it in my own wallet. And back then, the only wallet that was out there was the Bitcoin Core wallet. Bitcoin Core wallet is like a desktop Bitcoin wallet, and you install it on your computer, and you can put some Bitcoin in there, and you can send and receive Bitcoin. And anyone else anywhere in the world that has that same wallet can also send and receive Bitcoin. And anybody that is somewhere else in the world that I want to send Bitcoin to, I could just tell them, hey, download this Bitcoin wallet and I'll send you some Bitcoin. So that's the promise of Bitcoin, is that it is a peer-to-peer distributed way of exchanging value with anyone anywhere in the world. We don't need the exchanges to exchange value. Now, why would you do that? Well, let's say the kid next door mows your yard and you have a Bitcoin wallet and he has a Bitcoin wallet. You could pay him in Bitcoin. Or someone on the other side of the world wants to, you want them to write a little program for you, or compose a piece of music for you, or whatever that can be delivered digitally, then you could pay them in Bitcoin. So that's the promise of cryptocurrency: exchanging value digitally through your computer, and it's a guaranteed medium of exchange that is protected by cryptography. So that would be how you used it. And I think I talked last time, and everyone was saying, well, you know, what if the price? Think about 5 years down the road when the price is up of these cryptos, you can cash in and become a millionaire. And I said, well, you know, you may not even want to cash out. Maybe you, 5 years from now, you'll be able to go to the grocery store and buy groceries with Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash. So there's no need to convert to dollars. That is the promise of cryptocurrency. It's a better money. Hi guys. It's not right what they're saying. Thank you, Arwa. Amazing. You need to qualify what you do, trolls. You know, my skin is kind of thick now, so I've learned to deal with. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi?
Yes.
You want to say hi? Oh! Oh, look at your shirt. Let's look at your shirt. What are we doing here? Oh, wait. Yeah, your shirt's kind of messed up, huh?
I like it. It's numbers.
Yeah, you got numbers on your shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get my chat window back. I had 50K. I would invest in a new Supra. That's right. I'm not sure what Arta banging is, Oliver. Okay, so we talked about what happens if the exchanges get shut down. Top 3 currently used utility coins. Now, utility coin is a coin that is not necessarily it's not as major function being a currency. There's 3 kinds of coins out there. Well, there's probably more than 3, but that you can categorize most cryptocurrencies into 3 categories. And the first category is currency, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, they are first and foremost currencies. All right, they are meant to exchange value, and they're not really meant to do anything above and beyond that. And then you have Ethereum, which are the distributed app engines, right? Or what you might even call a distributed computing system. So Ethereum exists on the internet. It runs on a blockchain, and it can also run apps within it. And it can also execute smart contracts, which are protected by and verified and guaranteed by cryptography, math, right? Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, Tron. These are all the virtual machine type cryptocurrencies, if you will. They're not. They are currency. You can buy and sell the tokens, and they have value, and you can exchange that value. But their main thing is that you can run distributed apps, and they're ecosystems. And then we get to utility coins, which are coins that have a function that is sort of it's sort of an underlying functionality. And I'll bring one up, and I don't know what its ranking is currently, but BAT, the Basic Attention Token. Now that is a utility token. It runs inside of the Brave browser, and you can send and receive value using it. And if you'll notice in my Brave browser, you go down here, you have like a wallet that's built into the Brave browser, and all of this BAT that's in this wallet is, I can't spend it. I can't cash out of this wallet. It's a one-way only wallet. I found out, to my chagrin, that when you transfer BAT into it, you can't, it won't transfer out to an exchange. You can spend it within Brave. So it's really just a token that can be used to perform a function. And in this case, in Brave, you watch ads, and you are awarded with tokens. And then you can watch content and award the content creators with those same tokens. Now, content creators that get awarded with BAT can cash out. They get it thrown into like a regular crypto wallet. So that's a good example of a utility token. And I think that BAT is pretty high on that list. I'm trying to rack my brain to think of some other utility tokens. I know Steem can sort of be considered a utility token. Steemit is part of a distributed ecosystem of, it's like a social media platform. And so they have, let's get over here. Where'd it go? They've got the Glaive is part of the Steem ecosystem, which is a live streaming platform. DTube is their video streaming platform. So you can, hopefully there's nothing bad on there. And let's go back to Steemit. Inside of Steemit, there is a wallet, and where you can accumulate tokens, and you can use them to self-promote. You can reward others with your tokens by upvoting their content. So Steemit is could be considered like a utility token too. I think Steemit, Steem and Steem-based dollars are going to be pretty important down the road. We'll see. They could turn out to be the AOL of distributed social media platforms. We'll see. And then let's see, any other Tether. I guess Tether, you could sort of consider it a utility token. It's sort of a store of value that is not as volatile as Bitcoin. So you've got Tether, you've got Binance Coin. These cryptocurrencies are a way for you to sort of park your holdings in a stable coin and wait for the market to go up or down depending on what you want to do. So yeah, I think Tether and Binance coins, if you want to call those utilities, those are big too. There are, you know, hundreds, thousands of others that I may have missed. So that's kind of where I'm at. Isn't a like? Give me a like. I got a pet peeve too. When I watch a YouTube video, it really burns me when they ask me for their to subscribe and like at the very beginning of the video. I just think that's disingenuous, you know. If I like their video, I'll like it, you know, and if I want to subscribe, I'll subscribe. And, you know, remind me at the end, you know, after I've watched your video and enjoyed the content. Don't ask me to subscribe and like your video at the very beginning, because I haven't even watched it yet. Okay. What do you think about Ledger Nano S? If you have Bitcoins and you want to keep them safe, yes. Yeah. The Ledger Nano S is a very safe way to store your cryptocurrency. But what's amazing about the Ledger Nano S is the 24-word recovery phrase. I don't know if this is the one. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting video. If you're not really, you know, sure what cryptocurrency is and what cryptography is and what it's all about, I would highly recommend watching this video. It talks about how large a number a 256-bit security key is. Now, but what I was going to say about the Ledger Nano S, let's go back. This 24-word recovery phrase creates a key, and then that key generates all of the other keys of your cryptocurrency wallets. And that one unique key that you start with, the 24-word recovery phrase is just the human readable form of that. That when you set up your Ledger Nano S and you write down that 24-word recovery phrase, that is your crypto. It starts when you write it down, your wallet is empty. But even after you add and subtract wallets and cryptocurrencies to your Ledger Nano S, you can restore everything with that 24-word recovery phrase. And someone asked me, they said, how does it remember your wallets? And I was kind of like, gee, I don't know. How does it remember your wallets? I find that amazing myself, because I've restored several times for some of my videos and for my own self, and all my wallets are back, and all of the transaction IDs and the balances are still there. So it's amazing. And I'm kind of like, how does it remember? Well, as it turns out, it doesn't remember. What happens is once you regenerate that key by restoring your 24-word recovery phrase, it regenerates the exact same private keys every single time. So it doesn't have to remember anything. The cryptography, the math, the algorithm will regenerate the exact same keys every time. So it's just amazing. So the ledger is safe, but what really makes it safe is that 24-word recovery phrase. You write that down, and then you can take a hammer to this thing, and you don't have to worry. Just buy another one and use that 24-word recovery phrase. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Thank you. Okay, well, we talked about that. Are there any good free VPNs? I shy away from free anything, really. I used to be always trying to find free software on the internet and blah blah. But you know, I finally realized that you kind of get what you pay for, and there are a lot of free services where you can get something free, but then you have to watch ads. You know, like apps on your phone. I always go if I think I need it, if I want it, I'm gonna pay for it so I don't have to watch ads. And just on that subject, which is not really related to cryptocurrency, in our household, we don't watch commercials on television. We completely cut the cord to cable. All of the content that we watch on our TV is through the Roku, and we stream Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu, and I have the commercial-free version of Hulu. So not only am I never subjected to mind-pummeling commercials, my children aren't either. So they're not growing up getting bombarded with toy commercials and food commercials, junk food, you know. So as far as not having to view ads, I think that's a plus. I'm willing to pay for that. So a VPN is not that expensive. You can get a VPN at a reasonable price, less than $100 a year, if I recall. NordVPN is a pretty good one. There are some others out there. Private Internet Access is another good one for beginners. You know, you get. Let's see if I can find that. Privacy. Of course, I can't find it now. I don't think I spelled privacy right there. There it is, privacy. If you want to evaluate the different VPNs that are out there, this is a great list that you can get on this site about privacy. So I wouldn't really recommend free VPNs. There are people that use them, and but I find that the ones you pay for are a bit more reliable. So if you're interested in VPNs and privacy, I would encourage you to read this webpage. It tells you about surveillance and how to protect your privacy. It talks about Tor, stopping people, websites from tracking you, privacy add-ons. A great page if you're into privacy. Hi, Maximus. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. Batman. Litecoin's been around a while, and it's a pretty stable coin. It's down from its highs right now. I think in December of last year, it was like around 300 bucks. It was like just amazingly cheap a few weeks ago. Everything was. I mean, I just couldn't help but buy some crypto a week or two ago. Everything was just so darn cheap. It was unbelievable to see the prices. I mean, I think Litecoin was like less than 50. I don't know. It was cheap. It was really cheap. But it's not one of those to the moon coins. It's been around a while and it's pretty stable. I don't know that it's ever going to like hit 20 grand like Bitcoin. It might. I don't know. But it's definitely, and it's fast and cheap. So Litecoin is a decent currency and cryptocurrency. Veritasium, I don't know much about that. Litecoin and Bitcoin will run Lightning networks, so they'll be kicking butt soon. Yes, that's good. I have been asked about Veritasium before, and I don't think that I've gotten around to doing a video on it quite. But I will try. Create your own mining pool. Wow. I don't know. That's pretty ambitious, But gee, why not? The only thing about something like that is you would need a computer that runs 24/7, and you would need like a very good internet connection. But that's something to think about. I'm just adding stuff to my to-do list. Speaking of Steem, if you buy it on the exchange and if you want to store it off the exchange, where do you store it? Does it have its own wallet? Did you make a video on that? I did some video on Steem. This is the Steem wallet. Once you set up your Steemit account, it's, you know, once you create the account, you this is the wallet here. And it's an interesting wallet because anyone else's Steemit account, you can see their wallet. So let's go to Happy Honeyman. I can check out his wallet too. I can see exactly how much Steem he's got in his wallet. So it's a transparent platform. But that's it. That's the wallet right there. There's no other way to store Steemit unless you just want to leave it on the exchange. And you can send Steemit back and forth. I have done some videos on that if you're interested. Hi. Is that it? I guess my daughter's feeling better now. She's kind of sick. So here, yeah, I've got how to fund your Steemit account with Steem and Steem dollars. I thought I did another video on Steem. But yeah, I like Steem. It's a great little platform. Speaking of Steem, install Monero wallet. Following your video, 3/4 of the way syncing the wallet, it locked up and shut down. Once the exchanges start taking fiat for direct pairing, that will be the end of Tether. It might be, who knows? Because Binance, Bittrex, pardon me, Bittrex has added support for US dollar trading, and it's adding lots of trading pairs. That was kind of good news. I had heard that Cardano and something else had added on Bittrex were yeah, here we go. Bittrex to open crypto fiat pairs for ADA and Zcash. That's good news. I think that's Bittrex. Yeah, that's a weird logo. I thought their logo was different. Okay. All right, so Antonio's having some trouble with Monero. 3/4 of the way, it locked up and shut down. Upon restart, I open the wallet from file like you do, but when the script runs in the new window, an error message comes out, and it says check the file for error logs. Well, my first question, Antonio, is did you transfer any Monero in there? I thought I was running the Monero wallet earlier. I think I rebooted. Let's... it's going to take it a minute to boot up here. I think it's going to boot up on this main screen. There it is. Okay. So he's saying that when he tries to open the wallet that kind of crashed during sync, he had a problem. So and he's rebooted. So and he's still having the problem. So when you get to this screen, I would basically just start a new wallet. You know, when you instead of open wallet from file, just create a new wallet. Unless you've already put some crypto in there, and then your problem is a little more severe. But my first instinct would be to just create a brand new wallet, and also check your hard drive. Make sure your hard drive has enough room. If you're running like a Mac laptop with a solid state drive, they're notorious for running out of storage. So check your hard drive, make sure you got enough space. And also, if you go to your C drive, there's a program data folder. And you'll notice here that it's dim. which means that it's normally a hidden folder. So you'll need to go to View, and then say Show Hidden Files or Folders. And that will reveal the hidden files and folders. Christabel, please turn it down. Christabel, please. She's on, Crypto Daughter is on Discord, and she's on voice chat with like 5 other people. And, okay, so when you go into the program data folder, there is a little folder here called Monero, and you can delete that folder. It may have gotten corrupted. So right in here, that's your blockchain data. So, but be prepared. When you do that, you're going to have to resync the entire wallet. But that might be a solution to your issue. Just delete the Monero folder and start over again. It's not going to delete the wallet. Curiously enough, the Monero wallet is in the Documents folder by its default. So we go over here to Monero, right, in your wallets. That's where it hides, or that's where it stores all the wallet data. So you're not going to lose anything by going and deleting the Monero folder. You will lose all of your blockchain data, and you will have to do a total resync. But before you do that, maybe just try opening a new wallet. All right, Anthony. Okay. All right. And if you tried making a new wallet and that didn't work, then, like I said, maybe delete the Monero folder and try again, and let it regenerate the blockchain data. And keep an eye also on your internet connection. If you're running like, you know, like if you've got 100 BPS down and 10 up, you're probably doing okay. If you're running, you know, like you have an internet plan where you only get 10 or 20 or maybe 30 BPS down, then it's going to take quite a while and be a little spotty when you try to download. So let's see. All right, so most people, when they sign up for internet, usually they'll break it down and they'll tell you, okay, oh, this plan you're going to get 30. This other plan you're going to get like 300 or whatever. Or at least they used to. Maybe now they're just letting everybody get this. Oh, so they start at 100 MBS now. But there are other plans, there are other carriers that are still offering, depending on where you are, 10, 20, 30. So that could be a factor, your internet connection speed. Ah, okay, now that's interesting because Ledger Live, if you at some point, and this is Gary's question, or I'm sorry, John Chan, if you, I thought that Coinbase supported the new SegWit Litecoin. The new, like if you look at Litecoin now, if you do a receive, let me get into my Litecoin. There are 2 types of Litecoin. There's the old kind and the new kind. And in the old days, in December of 2017, Coinbase did not support the new Litecoin. So if you tried to send Litecoin to a new SegWit type Litecoin address, it would not work. I thought that they had sort of fixed that. But I also thought that if you bought Litecoin, oops, talking too much, put in the wrong, okay. Sorry guys, let me get my PIN entered here. Can't talk and enter pins at the same time. You would think I could. I've entered this PIN so many times. It's not even funny. Okay, there we go. Do I even have Litecoin on here at the moment? I don't think I do. So I would need to add the Litecoin app first, if I have room for it. Well, let's see. It'll be a miracle if I can add Litecoin. But that just goes to show you, I have a Litecoin account with some Litecoin in it, but I currently don't have the Litecoin app installed on the ledger. So let's say, oops, yeah, kind of figured. Let's see, what can I take off here? All right, well, I'll take Vertcoin off. So this is one of the things you have to do with your Ledger Nano S is there's not enough room to store all of the apps, so you have to sort of shuffle them in and out. But you never lose your cryptocurrency when you do this. There's just not enough room for all of them. Okay, there it goes. All right, so that now I can go into Litecoin. I can't see that. Oh, that's kind of weird. Let's see, put this down here. There. That's not great, but it's a little better. Well, anyway. You get the picture, right? We got to go into the Litecoin app. All right? And hit both buttons. And now we can go into our Litecoin account and take a look at our Litecoin. Let's hit receive here and see what kind of address gets generated. That's, see there, the old Litecoin now starts with an L. The new Litecoin addresses start with an M. They used to start with a 1 if they were legacy, and they'd start with a number 3 if they were SegWit. And they've changed that now. But my thinking was that if you bought Litecoin on Coinbase, that it would be the new legacy Litecoin. So let's see. Let's check out Coinbase. So the question is, he's having trouble sending his Litecoin from Coinbase to his Ledger Nano S. Alright, so let's check it out. Oh, blue shirt, blue background. That's cool. Two-factor authentication, of course. Alright, so if I buy Litecoin, let's see. Actually, I don't think you can even look at. Alright, let's buy $10 worth of Litecoin. It's not going to get me too much Litecoin, and it's going to cost me $1, but whatever. So let's hit buy instantly. Confirm. Oh no! Doggone it. Pooey on me. I just screwed up. It's okay. Thank God it was only 10, right? We need to switch over to debit, so we'll get it instantly. All right. So let's try that again. All right. So I got $10 worth of Litecoin that's going to take 3 days to get to my account. No big deal. All right. So now let's go into accounts. Let's take a look at that Litecoin. Right, but we can't really see. Let's do a receive and see what kind of Litecoin address. All right, so if I wanted to send Litecoin to Coinbase, they're giving me an M address, which is the new SegWit address, right? So I'm assuming that the Litecoin that I bought right now is probably an M address Litecoin. So let's say I want to send it. So we hit send, and we need a Litecoin address. So let's go over here. We've got this receive for the Litecoin. Let's copy it. And let's paste it in here. And let's max it out. What? Ah! It's telling me to enter a valid address first. That's craziness. So I'm assuming that's what was happening to John. Ledger wants you to buy more wallets if you store more coins. Well, maybe. Maybe, yeah. All right, so it's not allowing me to send to that M address. That's really strange. Let me go one better. See, I normally don't do it this way. Let's try this. Let's move it into our Coinbase Pro. So Coinbase Pro is the trading platform for Coinbase. If you don't have a Coinbase Pro account, you can easily set one up. It basically will just ask you to log into your Coinbase account, and then they'll be linked together. So I'm going to take that Litecoin that we just bought on Coinbase, and let's deposit it into our Coinbase Pro account. Let's deposit the Litecoin, and over here I've got my Coinbase wallet. I can just max that 0.14 and hit deposit. Right? Now I've got that money in my Litecoin wallet in Coinbase Pro. Right? I just put it in there. $8.96. All right. So now let's take that M address again, and let's go back and hit withdrawal. And we'll do Litecoin, and we'll give it the destination again. It does not like it. Wow. Okay. Does not like it. Yeah, it's giving me that. I don't know that there's any way to create an old type legacy. Let me get out of this. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's try. So let's say we want to start an account, and we want to do Litecoin. Huh. Yeah, I'm not even sure you can create an old style Litecoin address using this. See, it's going to look... All right. I'm lucky because I used to have a Litecoin legacy account on this ledger. I had it on there before, so I got lucky. So if you've never had legacy Litecoin on this, I don't know that you can force it to create a legacy account. I'm just going to take that one out of there. All right, so now I have that legacy Litecoin account down here, right? And when I do receive on that guy, there, it's got an L, right? So that works for me because I used to have a legacy Litecoin address. So when it scanned the private keys on here, it found that old legacy Litecoin address that had a 0 balance, and it added it because the private key was already on here. So that would be my solution. But let's just Google that. I see your problem, John. I see your problem totally. Now this may have never occurred to someone. All right, so looks like there's a Reddit post. They're using Shapeshift, blah blah blah. I don't know if you were to send that Litecoin. Let's see if Ledger has anything to say about it. Yeah, that'd be something I'd probably want to research if there's a way to just create a raw, empty legacy Litecoin account or wallet on the Ledger Nano S. It certainly still holds those private keys, so of course it can do it. The question is whether you can create an empty one if you're trying to move your Litecoin over from Coinbase, right? So yeah, you're kind of in a pickle. Now, you could move that Litecoin over to an exchange and use it to buy something else, but I'm assuming that you want to keep that Litecoin. Now, you might, let's say you move it over to Binance or Bittrex, they may automatically convert it for you. Their wallet in Bittrex may be an L address. So let's check that one out real quick. Let's do Bittrex. All right, so if we go to the wallets on Bittrex and we go to Litecoin and do a withdrawal. Oh wait. I guess it wouldn't tell you which one it is really. Oh, okay. Well, so you could deposit that Litecoin into Bittrex. See, Bittrex is just being covering all the bases because their address is L, and if you have an M-based Litecoin wallet, it will still allow you to send to the old style wallet. You just can't go the other way. So you could deposit that Litecoin into Bittrex and then maybe try to withdraw it to the Ledger Nano S. That might work. You might lose a little here and there with transaction fees. So let's say, well, you know what? Let me, since I still have some Litecoin there. Pardon me. Yeah. Let's just I'll throw it over there just for the heck of it and see what happens. It's going to take it like 15 minutes probably. And then we'll see if it can move back to the ledger after that. That might be your solution. A convoluted solution to be sure, but it might work. If you've got like 50 Litecoin and you're trying to get it stored on the Ledger Nano S. You could also maybe try a paper wallet, but my assumption is you've got this ledger and you want to save your Litecoin on there safely and securely. Where are we here? Bittrex? No, Coinbase, pardon me. All right. So it's heading over to Bittrex. When it gets to Bittrex, we'll see if we can transfer it back to the Ledger Nano S. So, but yeah, definitely, John, you definitely pointed out something crazy about the Ledger and their wallets. Chrome apps are gone now. You can't download them anymore. So you might, I guess you're going to have to deal with Ledger Live. And like I said, if I can figure out how to set up a legacy Litecoin account on Ledger, that would be nice. You used to be, you know, on the old app, you could switch back and forth between Legacy and Segwit. But with Ledger Live, you can't do that anymore. You're at their mercy, right? When you go to add account, I keep doing that. When you go to add account, it just scans and just adds it automatically. And like I said, I was lucky because I had some Legacy Litecoin from the old days on there. So this is a Legacy Litecoin address. But I don't know how you would add it. Oh, Atrop7. Okay, good. I was wondering why they were sending you 3 codes right after each other. Okay, yeah. So John, you've got the coin on Coinbase, so you definitely want to, you know, move it out somewhere safe. And if you got other things on the ledger, of course you want to use the ledger. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. There may be a way to convert your Legacy Litecoin to Segwit. That might be the way to go. I think there's a way to do that. I hesitate to just do it off the fly because I don't want you to lose any crypto trying to do something. But that's definitely a drawback to Coinbase's Litecoin storage. I think they do that the same reason Bittrex does. They want people to deposit in their platform. So they're choosing the old style. If you still have the old, let's try that. If you still have the old one, see, when I tried to launch the old, oh, okay, I can still do that. All right, and then you tell it that you want to use Legacy. And there, I mean, that's the old Legacy account. I think at this point you could just hit Add Account and create a new Legacy Litecoin account using the old app. So that might be the simplest way to get past this. And then once you've done it here, you can go back over to the Ledger Live and then do what I did, do the add account. It'll scan for it and it'll find it. So you might be able to generate the right address in this app by creating a new account. Oops. Right, and then transfer some money in there or some Litecoin. Yeah, see, there you go. You got a Litecoin address that starts with an L. And then you could paste that into your Coinbase. Yes, Antonio, it is going to take a while, I'm pretty sure. So, John, you might try that. I don't know if you already deleted your apps or not, but I don't think you can buy them. I don't think you can download them anymore on their website. They don't even have links to them anymore. So, if you still had it, yeah, so if you don't have it, don't go trying to download it from like a searching Chrome. Let's see here. There you go. Those look like safe links there. Support.ledgerwallet.com. So there are some links there, to download the old Chrome apps. So download that legacy Bitcoin wallet, and then go into your Litecoin app and create a new account like we just did. Where were we? I lost it. Yeah, I closed it, sorry. Oh, it's still open. All right, so go into your, download the Chrome app. Go into the Litecoin app on here and open the Bitcoin. Let's see, where were we? Let's go through it one more time. You open the app, Ledger Wallet Bitcoin. Ledger Wallet Bitcoin works with Litecoin. All right, and when you open it up, just make sure you're in the Litecoin app here. Right, go to install Ledger Live later, and then make sure you're in the Litecoin app on here, and then choose Legacy, and it will see that you've got Litecoin open, and then it should be blank. When you first open it, it'll just be blank, and you'll be able to generate a new account. Right, you'll just hit receive, and you'll get that L address. And then after you've transferred, start with a small amount of Litecoin, maybe half a Litecoin, just make sure it gets in there, and then go back over to Ledger Live, do your add account and add Litecoin, and it'll scan for any private keys of Litecoin that you have. And as you saw in mine, it added that legacy Litecoin account down here. And even though the one that I had was empty, it found it. P2H converter, yeah, I think Changely, I don't know, Changely or Shapeshift might be of some use to you if you want to try that. But I think using the legacy Chrome app to generate a just a empty Litecoin L address would probably be the easiest way to get it over there. And then after that, you could switch back to Live, and you wouldn't add any more to that account, but you could send out or spend it or just keep it safe. Yeah, it's the Bitcoin wallet, but it holds Litecoin and all the other apps. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you'll see it says LTC0. If you were in the Bitcoin app, it would say BTC0. So just make sure when you launch that wallet that you're in the Litecoin app on this. And that should get you where you need to be. Isn't this fun? I did everything I was asked to do on the Ethos wallet to send BTC. At the end, before coming to send, I got the page, select a transaction speed, then two choices, got it and cancel. So it was asking you to choose a speed, and the only thing you could do was say okay or cancel. That's kind of weird. Ethos wallet, huh? Ethos. I've never heard of Ethos. Oh, it's a iOS app? Ah, okay. All right. Well, I've never used it before, so I'm not really sure. I could tell you off the top of my head. I would just assume that that's kind of a bug. I wouldn't call that a bug. I would call that just like not a very good interface. You know, so they're probably that whole selected transaction speed was probably a feature that they may have wanted to add, but they didn't. That's my assumption. And that or in this case, there is no transaction speed to choose from, so they just skip that part. Even though the message is still there, there probably isn't any speed to choose from. Maybe on different cryptocurrencies there may be that option, but they just give you that message for every transfer. and so it just sounds like a wonky interface to me. Oh, and then when you click it, nothing happens. Okay. Ethos Universal. Oh, okay, this is it. Yeah. Okay. John is doing it live. That's cool. Yeah. Yes, but nothing happens and can't send. I did everything I was asked to do to send BTC. At the end, before the confirm send, I got the page, and then 2 choices, got it and cancel. Yeah, you choose legacy, right? When you first open it, like when you go to apps, and Ledger Wallet Bitcoin, choose legacy. All right, choose legacy, and then because you're in the Litecoin wallet, you should end up with an empty Litecoin wallet right there. And then when you hit send or when you hit receive, it should be an L address. And like I said, don't send all 50 or 60 or 1,000 Litecoin in there. Start with half a Litecoin. Just make sure it goes in there. I've heard lots of sob stories about I sent my life savings to the wrong address and now I can't get it back. So always send a small amount first just to make sure everything works. I gave up and canceled. Okay. You know, there are other wallets out there. I don't know how much money you had in this thing, George. I don't know what I did with that. Ethos. Do you have a lot of Bitcoin in there? You could, if you haven't really done much with that wallet yet, you might want to try a different wallet. Let's see here. Is it just me? Oh. So the Bitcoin.com wallet is pretty decent, and it's an iOS app that you can send and receive Bitcoin Cash and regular Bitcoin, BTC. So let's see if it's listed in this exchange. Bread, Coinbase. Coinbase is a wallet that you can use on your phone, but it's not a real cryptocurrency wallet. You don't control the private keys. It's just a way to send and receive. I don't know why the Bitcoin.com isn't on there. Huh. All right. So maybe check this article out. Oh, good. You don't have your life savings. Good. Bitcoin.com. Whoops. There's a little bit of controversy between Bitcoin.com and Bitcoin.org. Bitcoin.com really supports Bitcoin Cash. Ugh. Man, this thing just will not stop, will it? All right. Let's, all right. So anyway, I got the phone thing on here. So, you know, you can send and receive, and I've got a little bit of Bitcoin Cash in there, and you can put BTC proper in there. And when you set this wallet up, you'll get a recovery phrase, and You'll get a recovery phrase, just like a regular cryptocurrency wallet. It's a decent wallet. They don't pay me anything. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna turn off mirroring right now. Okay. Something you could give it a try. But yeah, check out that article too, if that might be of help to you. I don't know if it's being wonky, if deleting the app and reloading it will help. I don't know if they provided you a key or if it's like one of those. I'm sorry, I don't know if they provided you a recovery seed phrase or if it's one of like those hot type wallets that you log into. I'm not really sure. I've never used it, so I apologize. I don't know more about Ethos. You know, anytime you're wondering about anything, I would do something like this. Ethos, wallet, scam. I was like, if you Google anything with the word scam at the end, you can like find out if it's a scam or not. So, you know, I don't think it's a scam wallet. It just may be kind of a bug. I don't know. Hey, John, you got it. Good job. See, and I had no idea what the answer to your question was when we started that whole process. Okay, so that's good. If Ethos gives you a seed phrase, then it is a real cryptocurrency wallet. Make sure you keep that seed phrase safe. You might try, if there's not a lot of crypto in there, you could delete it and start over again, and then restore from seed phrase. Maybe that'll clear up the bugs. I don't know for sure. But don't do anything drastic if you've got like $1,000 in there. Just like maybe, I don't know. I would probably contact their tech support before listening to me, because like I said, I haven't used it yet. And I'm sure there's some, this guy's pretty good. I've watched some of his YouTube videos.
Well,
He's
digital
a
marketing
pretty smart guy.
is actually pretty simple. You should take online courses on Udemy.
So this coin Ethos.
All right. Oh, there's an Ethos coin too? Ah. Oh, okay. So, all right. So it's a coin. Okay, I didn't get it. There's a wallet too, and I guess it can store other things than just Ethos, right? It can store BTC, OMG, and Ethos. Okay, I see. Okay, so it's kind of an all-in-one wallet. Got nothing against it. Maybe I ought to do a video on Ethos, right? Might be cool. All right. Whoops. Save. And a portfolio tracker, which is cool. Yeah, maybe I should just do a video on it. And then if I figure out what that wonky thing about it is, I'll show the workaround, if there is a workaround. Okay. Good job, John. Thank you. Wallet, portfolio tracker, fiat crypto gateway. A lot of exciting things happening in the crypto world. Very exciting things happening. Whoops. All right, let's see how the markets are doing right now, huh? Is Bitcoin still okay? It's still over 7,000. It's been kind of like hovering over 7,000 for the last few days. I think yesterday it dipped a little down below that, but that's a good sign to me that it's hanging in there. I don't know how long everyone's been following crypto, but last year Bitcoin was just kind of on a tear. It would just shoot up like $100,000, $500,000 sometimes in a day, you know, and over the course of several days, it would shoot up like 2 or 3, 4,000, and then it would pull back, and so it's like very volatile. Whereas this year, it's sort of like, it's more like a more stable trading. You know, it goes up, but it hasn't been like on these like week-long tears like it was before. I sure hope it does, though. I like those like big run-ups. You know, those are cool. But it's still early in the year. I think around this time last year, Bitcoin was still, let's see if we can, that's the total. January of 2017, Bitcoin was $900. September, okay, here we go. Almost there. So last year, about this time, Bitcoin was like around 4. Right? August 29th, 45.88. September 2nd, 46.23. So it's still almost 50% higher this year than it was exactly 1 year ago. And then, but here's where it really started picking up. Like November, 8,000. December 3rd, 11,000. December 11th, 16,000. You know, it was just going nuts. And then since then, it's kind of been kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. But as you can see, it's still higher than it was exactly a year ago. And, you know, and then here we can see that big run up back in 2013 when it broke 1,000. And it took it a long time to get, not until early 2000. Yeah, if we go back to late 2016, that's when I started noticing that it was going higher, right? And then I started doing my videos in like June of 2017, while it was still in thousands range. Hey, Crypto Chris, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Pot stocks are going through the roof right now. Another thing that's going to be big, like I said, I don't like to hype too much, but pot stocks are good, probably a good investment. I don't know. I never thought I'd see the day. You know, when I was a kid, pot was illegal, and there was like no chance of it ever being legalized, which I thought in my lifetime. But here we are. I live in a state where it's legal to buy and smoke weed. But let's, I was going to say something else could be big right now. It's tokenized securities. Tokenized securities is a blockchain-based way of representing certain stocks. So I've got a real company. Let's, you know, I make widgets or whatever, and I've got stock. My company has stock, and I want to tokenize my stock certificates, right? I want to, instead of selling my stock certificates, you know, printing them up and having a broker hold them or whatever, I don't know how they do it now. I want to tokenize those securities so they can be traded digitally. And also, I believe tokenization of securities allows you to lock in a lot of other features, like how many shares will be released on a certain date, and you know, basically you're using the blockchain-based technology to write smart contracts for this stock, right? And that's a big thing in the next few years, I believe. I don't know how you can get on this gravy train, but try and figure it out. Oh, here we go. The official guide to tokenized securities. You might want to check this article out if you're into the next big thing. Pot stocks, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a bright future. Yes, let's all stay positive. As I was talking about in the beginning of the show, the live stream, someone asked me what happens if all the exchanges go down. And I was like, well, you can still spend your cryptocurrency. You know, I can send you Litecoin or Bitcoin or whatever. If you've got, give me a receiving address. I can send it to you. You know, if someone wants to pay me in Bitcoin or Litecoin, I can give them my receiving address. Very easy to send and receive cryptos. And that's another thing about public key cryptography, is that I can send you my public Bitcoin address without fear of anyone seeing it, right? I don't need to send you my private key. All I have to do is send you my public key. And using that public key, you can send funds to my wallet. Of course, I need the private key to send and receive from my wallet. But anyone can send me crypto if I give them my public key. And so we don't need exchanges to send and receive crypto between ourselves. And we may never even, with the crypto that we're holding now, we may never need to convert to dollars. It might just become the new currency that we use to exchange value, buy groceries, buy gas, pay, you know, get paid in, you know, whatever. We might be able to, you know, like the homeless guy may have like a little lanyard with a Bitcoin receiving address, QR code on it. Who knows, right? And then, you know, he can go into the store and spend his Bitcoin. Yeah, there's peer-to-peer exchanges and there's centralized exchanges. Yeah. A lot of great, wonderful things happening in the world today. So my advice is buy what you can afford and hang on to it for dear life. I try never to sell my crypto. I might convert one to a different whatever, but I try to hang on to my crypto. I don't buy and sell. I've heard too many stories about guys that they'll say, oh, I made 50 grand because I bought Ethereum when it was 30, and then I took that 50 grand and screwed it off by day trading. So my thing is buy and hold. Maybe sell a little off the top when you want to take some profit, but long-term hold. That's me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Reggie needs Kevlar. He's playing with fire. Companies now should set up master nodes for Lightning Network. Yeah, I think Lightning Network is the next best thing for quick, fast transactions. As I mentioned to you guys, I knew about Bitcoin back in 2013-14, and right around 2016. I started dabbling around with like using it, and back then in 2016, it was still the mining fee was negligible. It was cheaper to use Bitcoin than it was credit cards. Like a credit card was like 3%. The mining fee or network fee on a Bitcoin transaction was like way less than 1%. And so the whole promise of, you know, cheap, fast digital transactions was, you know, that was what Bitcoin was back then. But then when it got popular last year, the network sort of outgrew itself and bogged down, and transactions were taking days, and mining fees were going up to $50. But the Lightning Network is the scalability answer to that. So let's hope that that works out. Or there'll be a new coin that takes Bitcoin's place. Who knows? Freddie, 3:30 a.m. London, 4:30 p.m. In Hawaii, and 7:30 p.m. in Los Angeles, California. I hope everybody has a really good long holiday. I wish you the best to all your friends and your family. I'm about to sign out at 7:30. My wife and I have a lot of TV we want to watch. The new season of Ozark is out. I don't think I could do it, right? Ah. Right. The new season of Ozark is out. If you're not watching Ozark, if you've never watched Ozark, you might want to catch up. You might want to catch up on the first season. And then Better Call Saul is out right now. My wife and I love that show. So we're gonna kick back and watch some TV. Enjoy our lives, enjoy our company. I wish you all the same. Stay safe. Appreciate your friends and family when you got them. I always look at it this way. So if you were on your deathbed and you had like 2 minutes to live, and you remembered this moment right now, you would think to yourself, man, I wish I could be there again, right? So just think of this moment like that it's the most precious moment in the world right now. Just enjoy this moment and the people that you love, and tell them that you love them. So anyway, guys, I hope you had a great... Ooh, Taboo. Let's check it out. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining me. I'll be here again next week. Same time. Every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join me again for the live Q&A in LA. Hope to see you there. Hopefully I'll be able to answer all of your questions. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Give me an upvote on Steemit. I don't think I'll post this on Steemit. I might. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.